Hey guys, I'm Brianna. Welcome back to my channel. I'm doing my review today for One Small Thing by Erin Watt. I was kindly sent this arc to review by Nina. Don't know how to pronounce your last name. I'm so sorry. I think it's their agent or like publisher. I'm not positive, but I'm so happy I received it. And I did do an interview with them, so I asked them a couple questions and they gave me an answer. And if you don't know Erin Watt, they're a duo author, so it's two authors writing under one name. I'm going to link their interview in my description box, so if you want to see some, I guess, questions answered that they said, all you have to do is click down there and I'll just copy paste it so you guys can see everything. I asked them a lot, primarily based on like new books, if they have anything new, like genres that are coming out, why did they write this book and all that stuff. But I'm trying to show you guys the cover, but then my camera doesn't focus on me. So we're gonna I don't know. It's not really working. So, sorry guys, but this is my Kindle that's really bright apparently. But wait, maybe if I like dim it, it will work. But my Kindle's also not charged, so it's probably gonna die. Oh yeah, that's better. So this is One Small Thing by Erin Watt, and basically this book follows a girl named Beth and a guy named Chase. And what happens is, this is going to be no spoilers at all, so this is just going to be a review in general of how much I liked it, because I want you guys to go see it, and if I spoil anything, then I feel like you're not going to read the book. But this is their second YA contemporary they've written together. So it's very emotional. Compared to the first book, it is very, very emotional. So this follows a girl named Beth whose sister died 3 years ago, but her parents are still very concerned with everything that's happening. So they put restrictions on her, like she has a curfew, they check her phone, they check her laptop when she doesn't know that's happening. They end up taking her door off her bedroom. Like they do all these crazy things because they don't want what happened to their other daughter, which is her older sister, to happen to her. And she's kind of enough, like, she's enough is enough. It happened 3 years ago. Like, it's not going to happen to me. Like, relax, guys. And I completely agreed with Beth in that point. So what ends up happening is she's being rebellious because her parents are still stuck on this death that happened 3 years ago. And so she ends up going to a party without her best friend. She gets into a random car, which is dangerous, guys. Stranger danger. But so whatever. So she gets in a random car, and she ends up going to this party, which is the other school. I forgot the other school's name, but it's the school that's like the rundown. It's like the public school. Drug dealers go there, all this stuff. So it's very like rundown. No one really likes it, and it's dangerous. So she ends up going there, and she meets a guy, and she just wants one night to relax. So obviously they end up hooking up, and his name is Chase. That's what she gets from him. And that's all she gets. I think he got her phone number, or she got his phone number. I think one or the other got each other's phone number, but the thing is they never contact each other, so that's what happens. And then what happens is she finds out that this guy named Chase is actually the guy who killed her sister, and she's very stuck because they literally just hooked up, and she's kind of like upset about it, but not, because she's like, why didn't you tell me, all this stuff. And he was in juvie for I think the 3 years, and he ends up having to transfer schools from his old school to this new school because his mom is dating the mayor, so the mayor obviously has say in everything. And so he ends up going to the school, and it's just like awkward because no one likes him and everyone feels sorry for her, but she just doesn't want people to feel pity on her because it's been 3 years. She's like, I get it, like it's sad that her killer's here, but he's not a bad guy. And the thing is, she doesn't want to stand up for him because then she would look weird, but she wants to at the same time. So it's a lot of like back and forth with her, and it's just a lot of conflict, and I loved how they did this. It was just so emotional, and it was a great story about forgiveness and loss and everything that did happen. They just put a lot of plot points, and it was just crazy to see how like crazy the parents were about trying to get Chase kicked out and all this stuff. And I understand, like, he killed the daughter, but it was by accident. Like, it was a car accident. She ran out in front of the road without looking, and he was driving. But the thing is, he was being reckless at the time. I think he was playing basketball or football or something, and he stole his coach's car, and obviously, like, he wasn't paying attention to in the car, so it was like a give and take, but there was just a lot happening, and I just really, really enjoyed this. Beth's character was very strong. I did give this a 5 out of 5. I didn't say that at the beginning of the video, but I did give it a 5 out of 5. I just absolutely love this book. There's just so much happening, and it was nice to just see them forgive each other eventually, and just getting over a loss that is so big that everyone compares that person to you. And it was just interesting to see two sides of the story. You have the person who was in juvie for what happened, and he can't forgive himself, and he's like, no, you have to stay away from me, like, I didn't realize you were who you were, I'm so sorry. So you see that side, but you also see the side of her. She's kind of already moved on from it, but she's so, like, claustrophobic with her parents and her friends and everything else, and her sister's ex and everything happening. So it was just really interesting to see. Like, it was just multi-dimensional, which I did like. I think it was only in Beth's perspective. I'm positive it may have had Chase a couple times, but I think it was just Beth. But I really loved it. I don't know actually how long it is, just because I read it on Kindle, so I don't have, like, a physical copy with me. But it definitely comes out June 26th, so definitely go pick this book up. It's so phenomenal. You'll hear more about why Erin Watt chose to write this story and what gave him inspiration for this and the names of the characters, more in my interview down below. So if you are interested in this book, there's no spoilers in the interview, but if you are interested in learning more about them and why they did what they did, definitely check out my interview down below. It was a great interview. I'm so happy that I was able to ask them my questions and just get answers back, because I was curious as well. But this book was so, so good. It's completely different from their other standalone YA, which is good because that one is more fluffy, lighthearted, where this one gets down to the nitty-gritty and, like, it truly shows you the depth of people. But they are both, I mean, the pop star one isn't really a real life situation, but this one is a real life situation that could happen to anyone, and it was nice to see, like, that perspective and just everything happen in that world. I really loved it. I hated the sister's boyfriend. I just did not like him, and when you guys read it, you'll know why I didn't like him, but he was a good, like, good bad character, if that makes sense. But I really love this. I love Chase. I just loved everything about this book, and I definitely encourage you guys to go pick it up June 26th, because you'll probably love it too. And again, it's a great book to read. It's a great contemporary book to read, because I just finished my contemporary video. But yeah, definitely I'll recommend it. Love you, Erin Watt, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to subscribe if you liked this book and or want to read it, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!